What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the San Diego Chargers franchise. The preseason is finally here. I know I said this video would be up on Tuesday, but as I have been mentioning on Twitter the last couple days, I'm moving. An opportunity came up on short notice, and to make a long story short, I'm going to be moving very soon. So the last few days have been pretty hectic, and I expect the next few days to be hectic as well. I'll talk about this more down below in the comments, but let's get into the preseason here as we preview Season 3 and the new players on this team. Of course, first round pick, the quarterback, Cole Hartman. There's Darvion McCullum and Corey Benoit. Those are our first three picks. They're a quarterback and two offensive linemen. Then there's Mike Quick, who will play some linebacker and safety. Had him gain 5 pounds between the draft and the preseason here because it'll be more of an in-the-box role. And there's Taj Wilson, of course, the undrafted linebacker slash defensive end who is 6'6", 302 and a fantastic athlete. It's hard to find a more intriguing undrafted free agent than he is. We're going to spend some XP here for head coach Mike McCoy for some training boost on quarterbacks, offensive linemen, defensive linemen, along with defensive backs, as we've banked some XP here, and that'll help our development for some key areas and rookies that we drafted this year. And with that, we get into the actual preseason action in the Chargers' new home. Welcome everyone to Chargers Stadium in downtown San Diego, a world-class stadium. This was an expensive building, but it's one that owner Leon Daniels wanted to build, and with the success of last year, the Chargers have become much more profitable, and if that success continues, we're going to be in good shape. Let's check out these preseason highlights now, as we're going to go and bounce around from these games and look at different players and what they're able to do, as Reggie Shepard makes a grab there, our now second-year receiver. Then we have Phillip Rivers going play action, protection holds up, he goes deep, and there's Travis Benjamin downfield. In the third year of his contract here in San Diego, he is still our best downfield speed receiver. Here's first and goal. Look at the protection, not bad, as Rivers fires a strike to Derek Anelli, the second-year tight end who was undrafted, and oddly enough, he is older than Hunter Henry. Good play here, and you have to like the protection. Ryan Clady now at left tackle, and there are rookies who will compete. Let's watch some defense now, and this is Deshaun Birch for Indianapolis. He is a speedy running back that we passed on in the draft, and look at him outrace everybody but Jason Verrett for a 73-yard run, his first NFL carry. Maybe not an official one, but definitely impressive. What is this? Phillip Rivers, a year older, rolling outside the pockets and getting picked off here by Vontae Davis. Not going to try that one too many times when the games count. Let's run the football here. Look at Melvin Gordon. Gets a lane and speeds upfield. Inside the 20. One man misses, and he's off to the races for a 45-yard touchdown. Big year for Melvin Gordon as he enters a contract year. And we'll now give it to the second-team offense in the second quarter, and this is the first-round rookie, Cole Hartman, finding Garrett Selleck here down the middle for 13 yards, and Paul Warlow welcomes him to the NFL here on this hit. Cole Hartman is a pocket passer, very accurate, as he hands off here to C.J. Prosise. We traded for him right before preseason, because I think Prosise is an excellent receiving back. I think he has 3 down capabilities and the starting potential that we look for, especially with Melvin Gordon in his contract season. Prosise offers us a great insurance policy at running back. Let's go back to defense now. Second team defense is in there, and the pressure is applied by Keenan McAllister. Second year outside linebacker. Think he recorded 1 or 2 sacks as a rookie. This is Landry Jones again going down. Another sack for Keenan McAllister. These backup offensive linemen are never good. They're just not. Let's watch a punt return now. We got Casey Wilcox here, who's on the practice squad all last season. The speedy receiver out of UAB almost turns the corner there, but he's shoved out. He was a 7th-round pick of ours last season. Setting us up here in the red zone. This is Hartman. Drilled but finds Stephon Downing here, an undrafted tight end, making a very impressive catch. Gets us inside the 10, and then on third and goal, touchdown Barry Nseki, our thumper off the bench, and we'll see if he can continue to do well in the role he's carved out. Now on defense in the red zone, this is Landry Jones getting past Adrian Phillips for a Chester Rogers touchdown. And then later, they're back in scoring range. This is Birch on the carry, but he's denied here on the play at around the 2-yard line. Backup defense looking to force a stand. Here's Landry Jones, quick pass and a touchdown again. Adrian Phillips not denying these very well. He's a backup safety and hasn't reached the potential I thought he had to begin this series. 26-21, late third quarter, and the deep ball on display here from Cole Hartman. It's Harmon Whitaker, who tore up the preseason last year. He goes in for an 83-yard touchdown. Hartman looking good here in his first game, and Harmon Whitaker showing that he needs to be climbing that depth chart. Let's go back to defense here in the third quarter as this handoff goes to Josh Ferguson. And I'm not a fan of the effort here by Tavon Wilson trying to make the tackle. He just went for an arm tackle and kind of fell over there. Definitely a concern that we hadn't really seen much from him so far. I had a lot of high hopes for him, of course. But here is a handoff again, and this gets stuffed in the play by Darius Gums, who was undrafted, did well for us last season. From the 8, Jones hands off, and this time we have a stop, and there is Tavon Wilson. That's what we want to see, more physical play. He's bigger than everybody else and a great athlete. Third quarterback now in the game. This is Gordon Urban. Nice throw downfield to Sylvester Arsenault, one of our 7th-round receiver selections this year, as there is definitely some good competition in that area. Urban from the pocket, adjusts and finds Harmon Whitaker once again. Whenever the football is thrown in his direction, good things tend to happen. This game is winding down as Urban, under pressure, finds Casey Wilcox here on the catch down the middle. That gets us to the 11, and then on 1st and 10. Blitz pick up there by the undrafted Daniel Sanders, and the throw perfectly placed from Gordon Urban to Sylvester Arsenault. And check out this pylon cam angle. That is excellent right there. So 40-28 as this game is nearly over. A ton of scoring, lots of action as Landry Jones can't find his receiver here in the end zone. Good defense there by undrafted cornerback Michael Scantlebury, who will engage in some trash talk there, and it's 1st and goal. Landry Jones going to test it again. Knocked down this time. That's Dexter McCoyle, the 3rd free safety. 4th and goal. Can we hold him from the end zone? Jones finally unloads, and in the back of the end zone, they have a touchdown as T.Y. Hilton comes off the bench for a preseason score in the 4th quarter. So that's it for game number 1, as there was a ton of offense. Now in game 2, we got man coverage, Denzel Perryman against Tyler Eifert. That's never going to work out. Although Perryman has fared better in coverage than I had expected. On the outside here, Reggie Shepard gets upended, and he hangs on for a 1st down. We have Phillip Rivers in Bengal territory. 1st down, stepping up, sailing it downfield. He's got a 1st down to Keenan Allen, who is coming off another excellent season as the Chargers' #1 receiver. At the 21-yard line, Rivers in trouble, and the protection breaks down. That was the right side there. Joe Barksdale is the right tackle, and he didn't handle that spin move very well. 3rd down, how about a screen, a quick little hurdle, and a run to the end zone for Reggie Shepard. Didn't see too many screens from this team last year, but sometimes there's an opportunity, and Shepard is able to leap over a defender and work his way to the end zone. One more play here from the starting defense as Gio Bernard is denied the 1st down by Joey Bosa, another excellent up-and-coming player for this defense and a very complete front 7. Let's go with the second teamers now, and this is Colin Kaepernick downfield as this is denied by Casey Hayward, getting some extra reps. It would work down to the end zone, however, here as Kaepernick has that knocked away from Tyler Kroft. That was defended again by Michael Scantlebury. He's definitely impressing. Let's go back to offense. A broken tackle here. This is Zach Bogan. He keeps following his blockers and breaks free. Gets some help from Wilcox and is out across the 40. Very nice 35-yard run here for Bogan, who was an excellent returner for us, especially down the stretch last year. And in the game, Cole Hartman. Down the middle, it's Harmon Whitaker. Like I said, when you throw in his direction, good things happen. 6'4", 240 with speed. 2nd and inches. This is a miss by Cole Hartman. Don't want to see that too often. He'll spread the field empty now, and they leave a wide open Stephon Downing in the end zone for an easy touchdown. Good sign so far from our first round pick. Back on defense, here's Kaepernick, and he's pressured. Carl Klug the first one there as we look to improve the rotation on this defensive front. Cole Hartman airmailing this one outside as he is just too tall for Harmon Whitaker. Second miss in this game. And then on second down, he rolls out, throws off balance, and is intercepted by William Jackson on the overthrow in the direction of Arsenault. Let's avoid those. Go back to defense. Knocking on the door here. Colin Kaepernick is blitzed and sacked here by Mike Quick. He got some chances at safety and linebacker. That time he was playing some linebacker. Cincinnati later scored a touchdown anyway. And here is Hartman stepping up and firing outside to Casey Wilcox on the deep out route. That is more of what we want to see. But 4th and 1. The back is Prosise. Here's the stretch, and he's in the clear. CJ Prosise turns on the Jets, and he's gone again. Had a 50-yard score earlier, and now a 61-yard touchdown. I'm liking that trade so far. Third quarter on defense. Jatavis Brown the first one there, but Tavon Wilson has to bring down McGee for the stop. Good to see some hustle there. At the 35, they want a screen. Kaepernick out to McGee, and Quick cannot get there, but Jatavis Brown delivers the battering ram there and denies the first down. Here's a punt return for Trevor Amato, a 4th-round safety we selected. And unfortunately, we haven't seen much from him, and he was injured on this return and would miss the rest of the preseason, I believe, with a broken thumb. Heading back to offense, Cole Hartman on target again, showing accuracy on most of these throws here. There were a couple misses, but he finds Casey Wilcox. And on 1st and 10, he's going to go out of the backfield now. This is Zach Bogan, who I think could be a good 3rd down back, but Prosise offers a more complete running back that fits that even better. And then down the middle, he's getting into a rhythm now. You can tell that's Sylvester Arsenault. Let's head into the 4th quarter on defense, and there's Joshua Perry. Another big hit here from a linebacker as he's trying to remain on the roster. Kaepernick to the air on 2nd down. Protection holding up until it doesn't, of course, and he is sacked by Tavon Wilson, who keeps the motor running and finally gets through that right tackle. A little bit more defense in this game. This is quarterback Frank Sanderson. Nice throw to convert here on 4th down as he connects with Whitaker. Inside 3 minutes, the undrafted Frank Sanderson in his 2nd year finds Denard Martz, our final selection as we chose 2 receivers in the 7th round. Then he hands off to Barry Nsekhe, who barrels forward for around 5 more yards. Minute 55 on the clock at this point as they try running it out. Dump off here, Nsekhe makes the grab and picks up the first down. Not many more chances for Cincinnati, but we're going to keep throwing it here. It is the preseason. Sanderson to Martz, and that is good for a first down. Cincinnati out of timeouts. We could kneel it here, but we're not going to. Instead, Sanderson floating this, and Nsekhe is somehow able to get into the end zone. This was floated, he came back for it, turned the corner. Really interesting play. That means more time for the defense here as we get to Kaepernick once again. It is Taj Wilson. I've been calling him Tavon Wilson. I'm sorry, we have Tavon Wilson on this team too. But Taj Wilson, able to use his speed to get around the edge, helps us end that game. My mistake for getting the names there. I knew something wasn't right. After this game, I made a trade giving Max Turk to the Bills for a 7th round selection. They had a need at center, and we weren't going to be keeping Turk on the roster with new rookie Max Sanchez as the backup. Had to make a few cuts after this, and those included Tavon Wilson and Andre Ellington, as we're going to go forward with some younger players at those 2 backup spots. Let's go into the 3rd game now, the Vikings and the Chargers, as Peterson gets flipped here on the hit. Teddy Bridgewater has them on the move as he hands off. Oh, look at the hit there. Another big hit from Jatavis Brown, who did not get enough playing time last year, and he is showing that he needs to see more of the field this year. Down the middle, this is Rivers to Hunter Henry as they're able to get 18 yards here on the play. Then on 4th and 1, give it to Nsekhe. Only he's denied by Linval Joseph. Not able to convert there, very disappointing. And we'll already head into the backups here as the Vikings used a lot of time in that first quarter. And here is Tyrus Sinclair. We made a trade in the second round with the Vikings. They moved up to select Sinclair, who could be the next starting running back after Adrian Peterson. We get some pressure later, however, as Keenan McAllister is there once again with partial credit. We have Cole Hartman handing off to Daniel Sanders here, undrafted back from USC. Best spot for him will be on the practice squad, as I do want to have a running back there this season. Hartman here, stepping right, airing it out, and this is another grab for Harmon Whitaker. He is so good. There's no way he can be the 5th receiver once again, not with plays like this. He needs to see the field. Here we're trying to find the end zone on 3rd and goal. Hartman fakes, rolls out, floats it, and that's intercepted. Trying to get that up top to Derek Anelli. It is picked off there by Denard. And we'll go back to some defense. Here's Joel Stavy setting up a screen. And there's a dropped interception and a dropped touchdown for Jatavis Brown. Instincts look good though, but the hands need some work. Here's a handoff from Cole Hartman. It's Daniel Sanders here, a running back, like I mentioned, from USC. Very balanced skill set. Heading back to defense. Here's Stavy. Late to the outside, and another drop pick 6. This time by Larry Wilbur. Come on, guys. We can't have that. Let's go back to defense again. Oh, Joshua Perry there delivering the hit to Wilson Aguilar. Now we'll turn things over to Gordon Urban and the offense. And here's Urban going to the flats. Casey Wilcox spinning through 2 defenders there as they just fall over, basically. He gets the first down. Then Urban off the fake. He's outside the pocket. This is more of his wheelhouse. And how about this throw to Wilcox? Excellent adjustment there to make sure he got the feet in bounds as well. Gives Sanders room up the middle, showing some quickness there. I like that from Sanders. He's not very fast, not super strong, but he does have a little bit of everything, it feels like. Procise here on the catch. Won't go down. 3rd broken tackle. The only thing that can stop him is the sideline. Then from the 1-yard line, we toss this out to Daniel Sanders for a rushing score. This finally got us on the board against Minnesota. It's 9-7 late in the 4th quarter. 3rd down. Urban jumped and picked off here by Anthony Harris. That throw was a bit late, and Harris had a perfect opportunity. That's it for that game. We did not win. And then there was another round of cuts, and we released Stephon Downing and a few other players that didn't really impress very much in their limited playing time. So we'll go into the 4th game now and look who the 49ers quarterback is. They have Geno Smith now. Chip Kelly is still the head coach. And they give the football here to Carlos Hyde on 3rd down, who breaks into the secondary for a gain of 12. They just wanted to run the football on this possession. Hands off Hyde, and this time we stuff him on 3rd down. Joey Bosa is there. Starters did not play much in this game, including no snaps for Phillip Rivers, as Cole Hartman got some starter reps here. There's pressure, and he gets hit. Pressure given up there by J.C. Treader. Then on 3rd and 21, Niners blitz. They get more pressure as this is sailed deep, and Reggie Shepard saves the day at the 42 of San Francisco. He and Whitaker are just catching everything downfield. In the pistol here on 1st down. Hartman downfield to Anelli at the 15-yard line. 4 of 6, 67 yards. Hoping for a touchdown pass to go with it. Going end zone here and overthrowing Reggie Shepard. Not a very good pass there from Hartman. Another chance though on 3rd down. Fake to Procise. Hartman with a strike to Travis Benjamin. Excellent accuracy. And I'd say overall that Hartman has looked pretty good in this preseason. He did have a few misses here and there, but for the most part, accurate, good arm strength, exactly what we hoped he would be. Getting some more snaps now at the second teamers in the 2nd quarter. Here is Hartman sailing this for Derek Anelli, and it gets picked off by Clinton Del Greco. That time an overthrow from Hartman downfield. Backup offense for the 49ers. Joel Licata wants the screen. It's covered nicely there by Mike Quick. He played more safety in these last 2 games after the injury to Trevor Amato. Licata hands off, and a big hole opens up as they get the first down. Mike Quick, the last defender there, makes the tackle. 49ers get down into the red zone, and look at this run by Mike Davis. Too strong. He powers into the end zone for another score. This backup rush defense was really, really rough, and the 49ers magnified that. We have another play here for Cole Hartman, rolling out, sailing, and how about Casey Wilcox? Going aerial, making a spinning grab over a defensive back. We're talking about a receiver here who's 5'8", making a big-time play downfield. Very nice. There's a good stop by Jatavis Brown, who really looked good in run defense this preseason. He's more of a coverage linebacker, so it was great to see him add that to his game. How about this spinning throw here? Wilcox dashing outside. He's fast, very fast. And I wanted to see exactly what he could do, especially in this last game. Gordon Urban now in the game. Cole Hartman was done for the preseason. Here he is rolling out, and come on now. Not a very good throw there outside the pocket by Urban. Accuracy was the big concern with him, especially downfield. Now some Frank Sanderson quarterback action as he hands off to Daniel Sanders, getting a few more reps in the fourth quarter. We're up 10-9 at this point, 2 minutes to go. Screen for Davis, again stopped. Jatavis Brown. He helps keep them from scoring as we only had 36 seconds left, and busted out the tight end screen. Anelli gets the blocks and the room. Inside the 40 and down to the 32 to try setting up a game-winning field goal. We weren't done yet, however. Frank Sanderson standing tall, delivering. Wilcox inside the 20. This made it a much shorter attempt for the win. 37-yard try. Josh Lambo sends us off with a preseason victory as the preseason comes to an end. Those are the highlights here for the Season 3 preseason. Let me know down below which players impressed you the most on each side of the football. I definitely liked what I saw from Jatavis Brown and Casey Wilcox. Cole Hartman also looked good for the most part, but also showed that he needs to grow as a passer yet. He's a good pocket passer, and his accuracy is still a little bit hit or miss, but he'll have time to sit on the bench behind Phillip Rivers, get to learn behind him, and we should be good on that front. CJ Prosise looked very good and broke off some big touchdown runs, and of course Harmon Whitaker and Reggie Shepard made some big plays downfield. Casey Wilcox led us in receptions this preseason, also had 215 yards. I was also impressed by our young offensive linemen. I thought Darvion McCullum and Corey Benoit held their own. I think Benoit right now is the better player, but he's not in the best position to start right now. Defensively, Keenan McAllister flashed. Taj Wilson, kind of hit or miss, but I expect that from a young player who's definitely very raw. Here are the last cuts. Luke Bowanko, Dexter McCoyle, Dontrell Inman. Maybe a bit surprising there as we cut 3 veterans. Here is a look at our new practice squad with 7 players from the preseason. Our full draft class is either on the roster or on the practice squad. And there are a few new names on here that weren't previously on the team. Let's get to know those players now. Outside linebacker, 21 years of age, Sam Cheek, who has good speed. He's a power rusher. I'm not sure if he's the type of player that could stay on a practice squad very long, however. He has a high motor, he's a big hitter, a lot of potential there. Then there's Sean Straight from Clemson. He's a nose tackle, we need some more stability there, and I'd like to develop someone on the practice squad in the meantime. And then there's strong safety Gilbert Calhoun, who has pretty good coverage, kind of average to above average speed and acceleration, and we'll use him as a developmental safety. On the active roster, we have 5 receivers, including Harmon Whitaker and Casey Wilcox as numbers 4 and 5. Wilcox now makes the team after spending the year previous on the practice squad. He showed big play potential in this preseason, and he earned his spot here on the active roster. He was very close to being Mr. Irrelevant last year, that's how late he was selected. Darvion McCullum, he is going to be a day 1 starter. I released Luke Bowanko because I want to see McCullum play, I want to see him develop, and I want to see that happen on day 1. We're also only carrying 5 cornerbacks this year, with Michael Scantlebury cracking the roster. He has great size at 6'2", 205. He's a zone corner, and I think that he's going to be a very dependable backup for us. On the injury report, only 1 player, it is Trevor Amato, who will miss the first 3 games. As we look ahead to Week 1, we meet a very familiar team. We played them 3 out of our last 4 games last year, and play them again to start this season. Only they're not going to have Connor Cook, who is their now starting quarterback, as Derek Carr has a new home in Cleveland. That means we're going to see either Matt McGloin or Christian Hackenberg in week 1, and I'm expecting McGloin, but I've seen those things change between now and the game's beginning. The top of their roster here is all the same names. It's a lot of familiar faces, not many new players or key free agents, so a very familiar team, but without Derek Carr. We beat them in all 3 games last year after some overtime classics in Season 1, and we'll see what kind of games we have against the Raiders this season. It begins in Week 1 on the road. We will not play at home until Week 3, so our homecoming awaits us later in the season. That will do it for the preseason, everybody. Thank you all for watching and being patient with me. I am in the process now of moving and getting that all taken care of, so that's still going to take some time. Week 1 is coming soon, and I want to do something with the highlight video to make it more interesting. So if you guys would rather see like a top 10 for last season or something like that, let me know what you'd like to see regarding the highlight video to make it more interesting. That'll do it for today. Thank you all again. Have a great day.